That's a great fucking record, man.
How do you like me now?
What are you selling?
Congratulations!
Time. Time. Time to wait too long, to wait too long, to wait too long.
Are you surprised at my tears, sir?
Charizard, Benezol, Charizard, Charizard.
Don't buy any unripe bananas.
Father, Son, Holy, what have you?
It's almost over.
That's what I'm talking about.
I wasn't gonna do jokes about this.
Time. Time.
Rise from your grave.
How we doing, guys? What's up? Welcome, video game enthusiasts. You're in the right place. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host, America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin, at your service. Adieu. Tip of the hat. Tip of the hat to all of you watching this now or in the future. Whatever it may be. If that ever happens, yeah. I know some people say they catch up on stream. But yeah, hello, future stream viewers. Welcome, guys. Forget about the future, folks. Tonight it's about the here and now, okay? And God, I got to get on camera here. I'm a little out of practice, and this microphone has had some time to fall down. So gravity, gets us all in the end, I guess. Yeah, welcome guys. Sorry for the sloppy start, but you know how it is. That's just normal around here. Jeez. Well, today we're trying to figure out what's the deal with Queen Zeal. When we last left off in this game, Chrono Trigger, we're on part 9 at this point. We had just been ejected from the Kingdom of Zeal. In fact, we are on the chapter known as Break the Seal. I love how you have like individual kind of chapter names. Whenever you go to save, you'll often see that has changed. It's pretty cool how they split the game out like that. Also makes it really easy to find like, what you need to be doing if online, if someone's like, hey, I'm stuck in this game, where should I be heading right now? And everyone's like, what chapter is it? That helps you. But yeah, welcome. How you doing, guys?
Double rainbow. Oh my god. It's a double rainbow all the way.
Happy Wednesday. It is good to see you. I have been out for a few days. I went on a camping trip, and honestly, I'm still in some ways recovering. I didn't sleep that great during the weekend. I really enjoy camping, and it's still a blast. And we got some really good hiking in. Did about 9 miles. And that felt pretty leisurely too. Like we weren't really busting it, We took our time with it, and took a couple big breaks and then little stops along the way. But yeah, I had a really good time. Was camping around this lake, this man-made lake. There's a dam nearby. I guess it sort of flooded this whole area, and it's just like the lake itself kind of, there's a few mountains that sort of weave even into the lake, or it's quite a hilly area, and there's some amazing hiking, and the campsite itself backs up to the Pacific Crest Trail, the PCT, which is this amazing trail that basically goes, I'm pretty sure, all the way from like Baja, California, bottom of the peninsula there, all the way up to pretty far into BC, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it goes up into Canada, and yeah, just along, kind of generally along the west coast, although, there's a lot of mountain ranges there too. And it takes you through a lot of them, a lot of those coastal ranges, and it was really pretty. Yeah, really nice. Hardly anybody out there because it was Easter Sunday too, which was sweet. Man, it's good to see you guys, and I'm gonna do my best. Sorry, it took a long time to get going. We'll jump into the game in a second. It took me a long time to get the stream rolling. It just ran into a lot of technical issues. I hadn't streamed in a little while, so some things I had unplugged and tried to move around. I had to set all that stuff up again. So all good. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Come on in.
And I know, deep in my heart, deep in my soul, and deep in my loins, that one of these 25 women is going to be the one for me.
All right, I'm going to let you finish there. Okay, thank you. Yeah, anyway, we're jumping into it. Where we last left off, we were, again, sealed out of the Kingdom of Zeal. And we're basically doing everything we can to get back there at this point. And I think we just got the thing that we truly need to advance the storyline, which is the Epoch. Our ship here, that you see in the center of your screen. Beautiful Toriyama art there. Yeah, we can use that ship now to fly directly to Zeal. So even though they sealed the portal that we were using, that gate has been sealed at the behest of Queen Zeal, who ordered the stranger, or the prophet, they call him, I guess. Ordered the prophet to, seal them out of there. And I don't know, it's getting good, man. The storyline's getting good. Let's jump into it. We'll recap as we go.
Give us some subscriptions on Twitch, Poggers.
I feel, yeah, I gotta get back used to this space again. I'm extra twitchy today too. Bum, 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 bum. It's funny, I did a workout yesterday. I did the butterfly. Well, I mean, it's part just one of the exercises I do, and I'm one of the days that I work out, and yeah, I'll do a few sets of sort of butterfly. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, And I don't know, I was going a little hard with one of those, and I think I like I don't think it's anything bad. It doesn't hurt, but this happens every now and then where I'll sort of tweak one of the like pec muscles, and it'll just kind of spaz a little bit every now and then, but it's like, oh, it's sort of like over in the general vicinity of my heart. So, it's there is that kind of moment of like, sometimes, and it's like, oh no, that's actually just the muscle spazzing out, and it's because you went hard on a workout. But yeah, I was having that a little bit this morning. I was like, what was going on? And I like breathe in too much dust while I'm camping, and I've got some pneumonia now. Like, what? All right, here we are at the end of time. And we just got our vehicle, which I named the same thing I named when I first played this game so many years ago, which was, I named it after my like 8th grade crush. So pretty soon here we'll hop aboard the Jackie, set off for Zeal. I think that's what old man's gonna tell us here. Interesting, so he actually finished the Wings of Time. In fact, gave his life for it. Why not put that device to good use? Take it to the ancient land of magic. Come see me anytime. Think of me as your guide. That would not be his voice at all, but it's okay. So, yeah, we're talking here about Balthazar, right? Who we just met, or at least he uploaded himself into a new creature in you, one of those like large blue, I don't know if he's just got a machine version of it or if that's one of the original new, or he probably invented, I don't know, maybe new invented us all. I also like how Chrono is just like blinking a bunch right there. He turned around and was just like yeah, I guess if you stop for a bit it'll just start blinking. Oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Balthazar managed to upload. He basically spent what little time he had remaining. He had been ejected from time. We'll see how that happens here in a little bit, hopefully, maybe today. But he'd been ejected through time, sent to, Robo's time period. I guess 2300 AD, I think. And it's there that he spent the remainder of his days working on finishing the Wings of Time. That's our new vehicle, and this allows us to travel, through space-time and without the need of one of these gates or portals that we've been going into. So he, at the very end, he had been working as well to upload himself into this robot, and I wonder if the robot was doing some of the work for him too, like if he perished and then the robot finished the work. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, through that device, we're now able to take this thing. He's telling us to go to the ancient land of magic, so take it over to, what's it called? Everybody's favorite, Zeal. I'm pretty sure we fought Mr. Blue Imp version here, so I think we're good. I don't think Ayla gets magic, right? Like, if you take her to him, I think he's like, I don't know what to do with her. I mean, I'm just gonna put her in the party real quick. Well, I wanted to. Hey. What have you guys been up to? Man, I got back, we got back late Monday afternoon, and I was just beat. Sleeping in the tent. And our tent is just like it's funny, it took a while to go to sleep because we were at this really nice state park. Well, honestly, over towards the water, it was a bit gross. The lake was quite busy, and a lot of, unfortunately, a little bit of pollution and stuff, but hiking trails went up in all the hills and mountains around. And really nice. But yeah, the campsites themselves were really great, and it's just that, yeah, I was camping surrounded by little jacaranda trees, or bushes or whatever, and for the first hour or so, you're just, I don't know, well, until you fall asleep, you're just hearing, you know, around you and hearing some footsteps and stuff, you know, little critters, hopefully. You know, I was just lying there trying to go to sleep, and it's not that, like, it's not that most of it was scary, although, like, hearing the occasional footsteps, I was like, what is, how close is this, you know? Oh yeah. Unfortunately, you were born before magic existed, but you seem to have other skills that'll get you by. Not looking for any practice, since we won't be able to do any damage against you, but you know what? We haven't used her charm ability. That starts to become really useful soon. I think I'm gonna get Luca in our party. I'd like to, actually, Frog, I just want to use you to get to the level select music. We're gonna get Luca. Love Frog's music, man. One of the best in the game. Where's my woo? I need the Brian. I need Brian Wilson telling me it's a great fucking record. Come on, where'd it go? No, that's not it. Oh well, we'll find it later.
Give me a hell yeah!
We'll stick with this party here. I like that. So at this point, I think we can go to Zeal, although I think you're also supposed to try to get some of these items that I think that this is, you know, you get a couple of chances here to get some items that you know, like those crests. We can open those boxes with the crest on them, and there's a specific order you're supposed to hit them in. The thing is, I don't remember where all of those are. There's a couple that we got, I think, that are in, they're in 2300? I think those are done. You want to work backwards. Like, you want to work from the, you know, the latest time period, and then work backwards to the earliest. If it's one of these that's in multiple locations or, you know, multiple time periods. Funny, they let you play around a little bit with the, you know, some other fun, you know, time stuff here. So, like, for instance, you know, if you get something in the 2300s that's available earlier on the timeline, then you'll still be able to get it at all those previous ones if you just keep working backwards. That way you haven't already grabbed it, and it wouldn't be available in a later period. I did a bad job explaining that, but... all right. You know, I almost want to look up... I don't really mind looking up where some of these are. I know that there's a couple in... we got a couple that are in 2300 AD. In fact, let's hit our ship up real quick and... board the Jackie. Here we go. Full speed ahead. You know what? I'm gonna hit the future real quick, but I think that we're done here. I think we opened up the pendant stuff that's here. Mumble mumble, take off or get off. Balthazar. Such a simple little piano tune. It's so good. That first bass note, that ding. Oh shit, we just boarded again, huh? Okay, that's how you do it. He's like, what are you doing, guys? Come on. Okay, so yep, clearly that was one of the ones we were supposed to open. The magic tab acquired. So yeah, there. I think that we may have done the other places that you're supposed to go with that, you know, that have those seals, but I'm not sure. At least in 2300 AD. I was hoping. Oh, we don't have the wings yet. That's right. Later, you'll be able to actually like fly around the map. Oh, I forgot that. We don't have the. There's a power-up that we'll get later, or an upgrade we'll get for the ship. Okay. You know what? Before we advance, I haven't done much in the way of strategy guides, but this is one thing. Yeah, I am kind of curious where some of these locations are, and I don't want to get them in an era and then like keep us from getting those same items again later, you know, due to that concept I was just explaining. But yeah, let me see. Ooh. Knocking my phone over.
Picture this, we were both butt naked.
We are in Break the Seal. Talk to the new if you like. Yeah, so it has us getting, you know, it has us going and getting the time machine, the epoch. Epoch. One thing you want to do, the Tupac. One thing you want to do before takeoff is return to the room where Balthazar left all of his messages to find a magic tab. Done. Gaspar will also comment on it if you visit him at the end of time. Interesting. If you wander around new... Okay, let's see. Backtracking and sealed chests. Head back to the end of time. You'll discover you no longer have all 9 time portals open. Bummer. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. You won't be able to get all the places where they're hidden now, but check the section on sealed chests for more info. I'd highly recommend picking up these items before the next section. All right. Hey, what's up, Francisco? Welcome. How you doing? Happy Wednesday.
Frickin' what up, dude?
We're looking for sealed chests. Route to Guardia Forest will be blocked off now to make it more difficult to access that sealed chest if you haven't done so already. You want to backtrack through 2300 AD. Access the time gate between the Bangor Dome and Guardia Forest. Cathedral in 600. Oh, well, actually. Okay. All right. Chests with only a charged pendant. Okay. Oh shit, I think I did something wrong though. Oh dude, I was explaining this Oh. I actually screwed something up with this. And the way that I explained it earlier was bunk too. I had it wrong. So you don't just open them up and then do it in... I'm thinking about the Black Omen. Working backwards in time, you can clear out this one... for lack of a better word, dungeon, I don't know, this one section of the game multiple times. Hey dude, I screwed that up. We're not going to get the upgraded item on a couple things that we found here. What you're supposed to do is actually go find the item in the earlier time, go to open it and say no, and then, you know, you'll receive a message about the items inside reacting to the energy of the charged pendant. Yeah, refuse to open it, right, and then travel to 1000 AD, do the same thing. This time when you open it up, it'll yield the upgraded item. Okay. Are any of the ones in 2300 available earlier? I don't know. Dude, I'm just lost in the sauce here right now. Just gotta say it like it is. Doodle 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 doo. All right, let's start this off. Let's hit 600 AD then. Maybe I didn't screw... Maybe the ones that are available in 2300 you couldn't have gotten earlier. I don't know. Ding dong doom. Do do do. I see that one of the things we're going to want is... Oh, I do see. We have a few here. Take the transport to Bangor Dome from the end of time, which you should have opened already, and open the door in the back. In addition to a full ether healing item, you'll get the charm top. Did we have that already? Let's see. Item. Charm top. Looking for the charm? I don't think I've sorted in a while. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Charm top is acquired. You'll get the wallet. Yep. Directly south is a gold stud. Maybe I have sorted. Maybe we had the charm top from earlier, which you should have already opened. Open the door in the back. In addition to a full ether healing item, you'll get the charm top. Maybe I didn't hit that one. Or, I don't know, can you get 2 charm chops? We don't have the gold stud yet. I don't think. We got the wallet. We got the charm top. That makes me think if we have those... I don't see that full ether. Although I guess that would be towards the top, right? Yeah. Okay. So that one's acquired, I believe. Let's see. But do we have a gold stud? Hey, T-Roy, welcome. What's up? How you doing? Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, I love it too. I'm a little lost in the sauce right now because we're working on getting. I'm on the portion of the game, I guess, where I'm gonna try to get as many of those sealed chests as we can get. And I had forgotten that mechanism of like having to find the chest and like the earliest period it's available, going to open it, saying no. That charges it up, and then you can get like an upgraded weapon in a later time period. I'd like forgotten about how that works and had to had to learn myself again. Yeah, welcome. This game's so fun.
Hello.
I don't really mind getting lost in the sauce, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I've stayed out of the strategy guide. The whole, I mean, you know, I've gone through the game a few times before. Like this playthrough, I hadn't been looking at the strat, but I knew that like with these chests, there was something to it. I actually had it wrong. I thought you just work your way backwards. Kind of like with there's something cool with the Black Omen too, where you can like go through it multiple times. If you start in the latest period and work your way back, and like it's just fun, man. This stuff had a little 8th grade me thinking about time travel, and yeah, man, it's a great game. You know what? All right, let's dive in here. I don't have an easy way to show you guys what I'm looking at right now, so I'll try to make it quick here. But let's see. We had the charm top and wallet and full ether, so I think that's good. I was looking for a gold stud, which cuts all magic use by 75%, which sounds amazing. And actually, that sounds kind of familiar. Who's got the stud? Maybe it's equipped or something. Possibly we don't have that one? I don't know. Let's see. Gold stud. There it is. Ayo. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, thanks, T-Roy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's what it was. All right. So that one's acquired. Yep, just working down the list here. We already got those before we looked anything up. Next up, I don't know if we went to the Aris Dome. Fought the Guardian and found the seed. There's a sealed door in the area beyond the door on the right. Okay, the sealed one you opened. Okay, right, okay. I don't know if we came back to this one. Let's see, a Lumen Robe. Let's see what's up. Anybody got the Lumen Robe? My gut's telling me we didn't do this one. Let's see. I didn't see it on a quick glance. No, I don't think it's there. All right, so let's see. This one was like where where those people were starving, right? We went down and we found the seed. Where is that? Aris Dome, yeah. Okay, it's like on the other side of the map, I think. May have a better, may be able to get there easier actually through the end of time, maybe? Try that. Love this music. Vroom. Boop, boop, boop. Vroom. That door opening sound is a very pleasant one, is it not? Mm-hmm. Let me get one more again. So you get the, you know, shimmery, and then... Oops. Oh yeah. Let's hit up the end of time. So this might be silly, but I may be able to get there faster going to the end of time and then coming back through a gate. Let's see what's up. It's faster to travel to the end of time. Party like it's 1999. Apocalypse Now.
Hey guys.
It don't look right without the wings. Let's disembark. I have no idea what gate is what. I think Bangor is closer to where we want to go. Blip, blip, blip. Mystic Mountain Hop, Lean Square. Where's the other 2300? Proto Dome. Where's Aris Dome? Ooh, wee bum. Well, hello. I think this one's done. Bum bum bum. Yeah, that's done. All right, let me see. Where is Aris Dome? Can we get there? Hoping that's this one down here. Tran. Okay. I always forget my my map out here. So that's Bangor. We can probably pass through Lab 16 quick, I bet. That shouldn't be too much trouble. Take him out.
Yeah, we're hearing that this is a big deal.
Oh man, you know, I went camping over the weekend, and you know, coming back, I'm kind of like trying to figure out what's, you know, what I missed in the world, and did a pretty good job of disconnecting for the couple days we were there. It was nice. Got it, like I said, got a really good hike in, and yeah, man, I missed that. I haven't gotten much cardio, honestly, this year since I I don't know. I got a bum wheel. I had been in a really good habit of doing a lot of long distance running, and had been for many years, and then, you know, was getting the occasional injury and stuff. And last year was kind of a tough one. I had a good fall on one run that just busted me out really good, and then towards the end of the year, I did something to have like a high ankle sprain or something, and it was, I don't think it was ever a like one thing that's like, oh, you know, that did it. You know, but it was just this nagging injury, and I'm only just now feeling like I could get back out there. So I'd get through here quickly. Octopod and meat eaters. But yeah, I think my goal is to get back into that routine next week, because I've been trying to do other kinds of workouts, but I really miss cardio, and honestly, I should have still been getting something in, like walking. It's just once you're used to running, which is kind of like again, I don't know, it's like the crack of the exercise world. It's hard to try. It's hard to go to anything else after that, you know? Nothing else is going to do the trick like a long run. Which is not a good way of looking at it. Just try to get what you can in, you know? Ether. Helpful. Man, y'all got me fighting a million guys. That's how to knock him out. Boom, boom, boom. I had been watching a little bit of WWE for the first time in many years. Some of it was actually going back and watching, like, I watched a lot of the, like, WWE Raw stuff from, like, 1997 and into 1998, and it's just kind of, a lot of it was nostalgia, just because I watched a lot of wrestling with my dad when I was a kid, and then into, you know, middle school, like early high school and stuff. And growing up in Alabama, of course, it's just like hugely popular too. You know, I hope that, shoot, I should have done just a pure magic attack. Well, guess that did the trick. But yeah, I watched a little bit of WrestleMania, and hey, Ashmac. Ashmac said back when it was good. Yeah, you know, honestly, it's kind of funny because it's a great time capsule to watch those old episodes, you know. And by the way, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome. It was a great time capsule to watch those old episodes, and some of it is just the craziness of it. To me, was like, you know, the road show of it all. Like, I think just that, like, rocking several shows a week, and just how, you know, it's like, I don't know, man, it's crazy. It's like the carnival plus a live, you know, I don't know, and they're out there having to do it, you know, taped live, or not just taped live, but like at a certain point, of course, they're just doing it purely live with just a 3-second delay or whatever. And it's crazy to me that just the spectacle aspect of all of that, and it was fun going back and watching these old episodes and stuff. And I've caught a little bit of the recent stuff. I guess it's having another, you know, kind of another little spike in popularity. But I tried to watch a little bit of some of the lead up to WrestleMania. But my God, they were hyping WrestleMania for like the last 2 months or something. I don't like it, and I'm not exaggerating there. They've had, like, I don't know how long it's been, but they've had the full, like, logo sign, gigantic thing like hanging up in the every arena they've been in, and like for Raw or whatever else, for like over a month at least, you know, leading up to WrestleMania, the big one, you know. And then it's like a 2-day event and shit, and we started watching the, you know, I was gonna watch a little bit of the lead up to it, just out of curiosity, and but we didn't, you know, we would be able to catch a little bit of it here and there, and it's like, okay, all right, this guy made a heel turn, okay, this is how, you know. I still don't know most of the wrestlers because we had just tuned out for everything prior to like a few months, you know, just a couple months ago. So I don't know a lot of these like storylines and the bad blood between people, but if this sounds like it has nothing to do with video games, well, WrestleMania featured a couple of games pretty prominently, and I was kind of surprised. Like they had Fatal Fury. It was totally like absolutely like Super Bowl Ashmack. It was crazy, man. A weekend for it. They're in Vegas and they're at the Raiders Stadium, and my wife and I are Raiders fans, but I mean we got to see them when they played in Oakland, which was I haven't been to their Vegas stadium, but I've heard that it's like super tame, and a lot of fans of the away team are there always, so it's like it doesn't have the same edge that playing in Oakland did, man. And I got to see a couple of games in Oakland. It was really nice, and but like this WrestleMania was at, you know, Allegiant Stadium, the big like Raiders Stadium. It's built right off the Las Vegas Strip and stuff, and it's all just so gaudy and spectacle. It is a good place to have the Super Bowl of wrestling, pretty much. We went there for a concert last year, and it was just, I ended up getting COVID that weekend. I was just like, dude, I gotta get out of this place. I'm good on the Vegas entertainment visit for but yeah, so WrestleMania had a couple of so first off, it's in the center of the ring. They had a big logo. It had to be one of their biggest sponsors was Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, which is the Fatal Fury game that I guess comes out tomorrow. I'm looking at the Wikipedia article for this, and I had to look this up because I had vaguely heard some hubbub about this game, and I wasn't sure what was going on. But like before one of the matches, and this might have even been like the first match or second or something, they had this DJ out there, and he's like introducing, I guess he's like sort of doing the intro or whatever for one of the wrestlers, or they had him out there right before the wrestler came out, and I guess this guy is associated with this game. I had to look it up because, you know, they listed him as like, oh, blah, you know, being in some way associated with Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. And I looked it up, and it was like, I didn't know about any of this stuff behind it. But yeah, Salvatore Ganacci, I think wasn't that his name? See, I'm looking at this article right now, and yeah, I didn't know anything about this game, or like, apparently like Cristiano Ronaldo was like added to the game, and that the musician was added as well, and I guess that was like controversial, so it was met with backlash from fans and critics. Multiple outlets claiming the two felt out of place in the game, particularly given a history of controversy surrounding Ronaldo. Several believe their inclusion to be the result of influence from the Saudi Arabian government, as SNK is owned by the Misk Foundation, operated by Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. So just so many interesting like little storylines there that and the ad was just right there, just bam. It was so strange, so what's funny about this series is I had heard about this series like for a long time, but yeah, it's a fighting game. It's by SNK. I feel like that, you know, they outside of Japan, it was kind of more of a cult following, and I don't know if like, I think maybe it was an anime or something like got them a wider audience than like the game itself. And I had been hearing about Fatal. Yeah, here it is. I can just put this Wikipedia article here. Yeah, Fatal Fury for a little while. The series has been around for a while. This is the 7th main installment in it. And, but yeah, I think it was kind of more of like a cult classic sort of thing for a while, or, you know, especially outside Japan, and then kind of got a bigger audience of some who, you know, don't play the game or whatever, you know. I don't know, it's interesting. But just this huge ad for that, having the like musician there in the center of the ring, they had a big ad for that Fatal Fury game. There was something else game related too, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was at WrestleMania. Oh, it was Clash of Clans. So they did some. So these wrestlers came out. Who was that tag team that came out? And they announced that they had been styled that day like to be like the Clash of Clans characters or something. And it was this established tag team, and they probably wasn't that big of a stretch to put them in these kind of like, you know, costumes. Viking looking costumes or whatever, I don't know, you know, and that was an ad. That was a huge ad. Like they had this tag team, like I guess as these characters are sort of like an homage, you know. It was all so bizarre. Wait. Did I close it? Let's see, there's a sealed door somewhere. I think it's here, or at least I thought it was. Maybe it's further, maybe it's over where like the storage is. Yeah. But yeah, it was just also strange. And so much of the show, of course, was just taken up by advertising or, you know, obvious product placement or just brand placement. It's like, oh, they go to I had watched a previous pay-per-view event, or not pay-per-view event, but one of their like, I guess previously would have been pay-per-view. Now just another episode on streaming, so to speak. But yeah, you know, one of their like big events, the Royal Rumble, was I guess the first thing that got us in. The first thing I watched of like current wrestling was this was the Royal Rumble that just happened a while back, and they've got like Jake Paul and or Logan Paul. I don't know. Who fucking cares which one? They've got one of those, and then they've got like God, who else was on it? Oh, I Show Speed. Some of the wrestlers are interesting to me. Some of the wrestlers are interesting to me, and I actually like during that Royal Rumble, there was a match or two, like that match with Cody Rhodes and what's his name was like, I was like, okay, this is actually great, you know. It's just so hard to get through all the ads, the product placement, the egregious, taking every chance to do a sponsorship or money, you know. It's like, I'm finding it, you know, I don't know that I can, how much of it I can keep watching, you know. And I'm already watching with kind of like, you know, you know, like, oh yeah, totally. Hey, here's the thing. I will say this. I will say this about his appearance at the Royal Rumble. Whether you like him or not, or I would say that the haters of him even could be very happy with the result. You know what I mean? I did realize that like even if you really hate seeing him as like part of this wrestling thing, and you know, or you know, think that you know, this streamer or this or whatever doesn't belong, you know, so if you're like the big hater, I guess you're kind of, you could probably still be happy with the result of him like getting yeah, like Ashmack said, basically broken in half. I don't even know enough. I don't wish anybody to get hurt, and I don't know enough about any streamer to have an opinion about it, really. But I just know it's kind of like, okay, well, this is just here for the wrestling. You know, WWE and WWF has of course always done that. Like, I mean, bringing in like Cyndi Lauper and a bunch of other celebrities and stuff that of course have nothing to do with wrestling, because they want to make it this big cross pop cultural event. That is the point, or that is the marketing appeal, you know, that they can make it that big. And I don't, nothing against anybody, but yeah. I'm also just like, I don't know, man, it's just some of this stuff, it's just like, get this big celebrity, like that's all that ever, like this could be, this person has a lot of followers, or you know, get him, so let's start writing them in, you know. Hello. I'm just gonna fight you for the fun of it. Brodo 2. So right now, I'm really taking my sweet time with it, but we're trying to open up some sealed chests before we advance the storyline. I'm thinking that we can get a good amount of the Zeal storyline done today. The pendant begins to glow. I like how it does light everything up right there. Cool. All right, so next, oh, there's that lumen robe, elixir, hit ring, and a gold urn. Got ourselves a power tab too. Okay, so those are our sealed doors in the future. There's a couple of non-upgradable ones elsewhere. Let's see. Like in 600 AD and in 1000 AD. So let me see. Actually, there's a portal not far, I think. Was that back at that dome? Oh, we might have to go back through the... I hate this part. I might have to go back through the lab or whatever it is, or the... We did. Get us out of here, Chrono. Do, do, do. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, cool. Exit. Oh, do you have to go through here? No, that's like a whole other area. Oh, is it a... You can only go through there or exit? No. Hey guys, how's your seed going? Look, the seed sprouted! Alright, good luck guys. The future looks bright for you. Still hungry. still the one. All right, so I'm going to get us to 600 AD via one of those warps, one of those gates. But yeah, we are finishing the main event from like night 1 of WrestleMania. But yeah, it's too much to watch, honestly. I don't know if I'll be able to watch all of the second day. Yeah, all right. I think we're trying to hit a portal that's over in the previous place. Yeah. Gotta go through these folks again. Hit the lab.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Do 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 ba do 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 do. All right. Kick. Hey, Friday, we'll get back into some Mario 64. I'm really looking forward to that. I've been having some fun playthroughs on that. We've, I think, pretty much wrapped up Big Boo's Haunt. Next up, we're going down into the basement. Peach's creepy basement. Seeing what she keeps down there.
So long, Bowser.
Sure, just pop them with the lightning. Man, I'm still tired. I'm just didn't sleep well or that great since I've been back, but a couple nights on the ground, even in the sleeping bag, and we have a my wife and I use a like this self-inflating, and then you can get in there and inflate it yourself as well. But we have like a one of those like bed mats you can kind of that'll blow up a bit. Not an air mattress, but yeah, just like a camping, I forget the term for it, but yeah, it's like sleeping pad, I think. It goes underneath your sleeping bag. And then we have the little cocoon sleeping bag, where you get into it, and if you want, you can, it has that flap at the top, and you can just totally cocoon out, and those things keep you quite warm. Nice and insulated. But like I said, we're hearing all the creepy crawlies. It's hard to go to sleep for a while because you're you're almost passed out, and then you hear, almost asleep, and then you hear. A couple footsteps of some small animal. Hopefully a small animal. Get me down there. Doo-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo, doo-doo. Come on. Let's fight.
Here we go!
Nah, it's just a big magic attack, I guess. Yeah, I had a great time. It's kind of funny because I had this realization, or actually more like remembered that I think I only hit one of them. When it's just my wife and I and we go camping, having a fire is really nice, right? I really like having a campfire. Sometimes when we go, you can't because of a burn warning. And so I was thankful we finish them off. Was thankful we could do that this time. But, like once you start that fire, like that's what you're doing, kind of, like you can you can't really leave it, you know. And of course, you need to properly put that thing out and totally put it out in total. And you know, I'm gonna be a responsible citizen and try not to burn the place down. But I kind of had that realization of, although I like the campfire, it's a bit of a burden too, just because that's what you're going to be doing. You got to pay attention to it. Honestly, it kind of sucks if it starts to go out a bit, you know, or like you waited a little too long to roll a log and then it's like starting to get all smoky, and you know. Which is another thing, I most times at the campfire I can't really like sit down. I can't really like relax too long, maybe for a few minutes, because you're either getting smoked out every now and then as the wind changes, or you got to get up and, you know, adjust something. Also, camping, it's funny how busy you can stay. Just kind of like, I don't know, essentially doing nothing. You know, I don't necessarily, like, you're doing stuff, but just setting up your camp, just working around that, taking time to set up the gas. We have one of those little Coleman gas grills or whatever, you know, cooking, cleaning that stuff, right? Going to dump in the water. Like, you know, it's just like, just living at camp. Everything takes a long time. I remember kind of having that realization, oh man, I kind of wish I had somebody else to watch this fire for like an hour and I could just go like over to our little easy up. We got a little shade tent, you know, kick back with a beer and rest for a while, you know. It's not as relaxing as it could be, sadly. I think we're trying to get to Bangor Dome. I don't think there's anything for us in Tran right now. Let's see. I think we've been in here. Hold on. Yeah. Tran's done. I brought the sapling that sprang from the seed. Amazing what you can do when you think you're going to expire. Wow. A plant. What's that? These people don't even know about the Aris Dome, folks. That's funny. Man. We're just separated by this, you know, by the geography. They have no idea that there's folks over in Aris Dome. All right, so I think from Bangor Dome we can hit 600 via this gate. Because this is already, yeah, we already went through that door. That's good.
Okie dokie.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Ah. 600 AD, I think, is where we want to go. Truce Canyon. I think it's Truce Canyon. Boom, boom, boom. Imp Ace. I forgot how time-consuming this part can be, especially if you play slow like me. But yeah, we're basically doing a little bit of optional, you know, just side questing to try to get some of these great items here. Gonna start with the chests that don't need to be charged up. You can just get them as soon as you find them. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, upper right portion, yeah. Up there where the sign says dead end. Isn't it, oh, maybe it's further over here. This isn't the upper right, though. Forgot about those little buggers. They got me with the trap once again. Said that there's a, yeah, I think we're gonna get us. Go into Guardia Forest. Oh wait, is this Guardia Forest? I always forget. There's like, hold on. There's two. Get out of here. Monster dropped a shelter. I hadn't done that already. That's funny. Oh, it's further to the right here. We hadn't gone all the way up. This is the one. So this one apparently is a non-upgradable one. So we'll grab that. Speed tab, baby. Head into the magic cave that led to Magus's lair. Okay. The Hekran cave? Or whatever it is. Well, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What's up?
You guys can see better where you watch the game from than I can see where I watch the game from.
Thank you. Dude. One of my favorite songs in this game.
Came in here. No problems.
Like I said, I saw a really cool cover of this with a few, or like a little, just a small little Japanese ensemble. It was cool to see the emphasis that the song puts. Seeing them play it, yeah, it kind of hit me like some of these little MIDI instruments, especially in that first portion, you know, where you just, it's fun. You just have these kind of woodsy acoustic percussion. You know, you've got a wood block in there, you've got and a couple other just really simple. Oh yeah, there's a little triangle in there at times too. But we are going to. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll be doing this portion at some point too, huh? Hi, Fiona. My husband Marco is finally home. I'm so relieved. Don't worry, I'm home for good. Sweet. Why was the audio breaking up just now? The monsters in the desert cave hate water, but I can't defeat them by myself. Oh, thanks for that. I don't know if I should open the chests here yet or not. Probably so. I don't know. I know you will want to do this side quest before too long, I think, because some of the items you get from it are really helpful. Okay, where's that cave? That's it. So good. Hit the magic cave.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh, so this is it right there. Convenient. Right at the mouth of the cave. Pretty much. Yeah. Magic ring. Hello. So we got that magic ring. Very nice. Gonna be well set up for next couple chapters of this game. You know, I forget what all you're supposed to do here. I think we can help out Fiona at this point. I'm not sure. I know, like, we told that lady in Zeal to go ahead and plant, or that you know, not to tell Queen Zeal about that seed or something, and to keep it. And I think that's what gets things going for these guys. I don't remember. Let's get Frog in our team, since we got a hint from Marco there that they're weak to water, right? Let's get Frog in. There we go. Hello, Frog. Yeah, let's hit that up real quick. I save a lot, whatever. A lot of safety saves, too. Can I go in here? I'm scared. Will this move them into it gradually, or do we stay out? I see the track that we're on. I guess it never moves us any further in. That's funny. We can go on. Ah, no, no! All right, I don't remember much about this area. There we go. Hopefully there's nothing here. Let's see. Let me just make sure. I gotta make sure I wasn't gonna. I got one Lapis, and I triggered a fight with a Mohaver. Oh, water. Frog, let's get you involved, buddy. Don't you have water too? Ooh, you need to keep working, man. Look at this guy. Looks like Sir Crawley. Water hardened sand. Defensive power down. These guys look like Zoras. Will lightning do much to them? Ice. I should be hitting with water. I'm looking forward to him learning water too. Got to get Frog a little more. What is it? BP? Attack points. That's it. Triple tech. Arc Impulse. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I guess I could use one of those, you know, double techniques or something that would utilize water as well. Fry him. Still kicking, huh? They don't have that much left, I guess. Maybe physical attacks don't work against these guys since they're underwater. Interesting. I don't know that I'd ever seen Spin Cut. Seen the miss for Spin Cut, or remembered it. That's funny. Alright, well then let's... Sand Cyclone. Let's do this. That ought to finish him off, I think. Oh, we gotta heal up, huh? Jeez. Whoopsie.
You dumb son of a bitch!
Oh, I ain't that serious. Cure 2, very cool, Marl. Is that, what is Cure 2? Is that going to be hitting everybody? I sure hope. Yeah. Heal ally full. Okay, well, I think that's, yeah, still single ally. Dee-doo. Dee-doo. Dun. Heal does everybody, huh? Well, how cool is that? I gotta remember to use that. It's not that powerful, but could be the difference. Okay, these guys need some water. Oh, come on. There's Frog. There you go. Ah, I like that these guys look like Sir Crowley. Dang, did a lot of damage to Frog. Oh! That move sucks. Let's take these guys out, shall we? Jeez, getting a little scared here. Oh! Hope that this works. My God. Those things have a lot of HP. Cool. All right. So let's see, what can we do here? Let's get, you know what? I haven't, we've gotten some pretty badass items recently, and I haven't been using them. Haven't equipped them. Let's get some of these med tonics. Save a little MP. Cheese it. Bum, bum. All right, let's see. We're getting through this, and we may want to be even higher level for this portion of the game. This is like a side quest, and I think to do it now is early, but I mean, it's kind of a what the hell. It's kind of a what the hell sort of situation. But I don't know what else is in this area. I think we could go further south at this point. Well, I'm going to pause it here, and I think I got to get a break in. We've been at it for a little while now, so let's do that. Get that break. Yeah. Thanks for hanging, guys. Happy Wednesday. I feel a bit out of practice. I haven't done this in a few days because we, took a couple streams off to do that camping trip and back, and still looking forward to getting a little sleep. Thanks for hanging, though. This is fun. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. I got a headache creeping in, so I may have to go Mr. Cool Man mode. Parvinator engage. All right, guys, I'm gonna get a break in. Why don't you get one too? When we get back, we might see what's the deal with Queen Zeal, but right now we're side questing. I didn't see it coming, honestly. But side quests are important. Yeah. We're gonna figure out what's her deal. Maybe today, and if not, next time we stream this game. Why rush perfection, though, All right, guys, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll see you here in just a bit. BRB. Thanks for hanging.
go!
Video game trauma.
It's so fair.
Hey yo, welcome. How you doing, guys? And happy Wednesday. Jeez, good to see you. I was out for a few days, went on a camping trip, and I'm back now. We're trying to figure out what's the deal with Queen Zeal. The issue is, I forgot that there's some important side quests I should probably do before I truly get to the bottom of the real deal. Queen Zeal's real deal. Oh, there's a good tongue twister in there somewhere. If Queen Zeal has a deal, what's Queen Zeal's real deal? I don't know. There's even more. I don't know. Come on, we can. I'll put the great minds of Parvinator to it. We'll come up with a good tongue twister. Vocal warm up, you know. Good stuff. How now, brown cow? Around the rugged rocks, a ragged rascal ran. Big black bug, but a big black bear, and the big black bear bled black blood. Can I cook a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot? Ah, good stuff.
Oh, come on, man.
Where do we go? So we explored. I haven't been north, so I haven't seen what that room is. I think I should have healed. Oh no, we're okay. We did that. Hit him with some. Water. Oh, what a wicked web we weave. Absolutely, Tater. Absolutely. Oh, I stepped on a snake. I did the thing I guess you're not, the internet tells you you're not supposed to do. And I stepped on a snake. And with the flag, I guess the Gadsden flag tells you not to do. All right. I was on a hike. We got almost 9 miles in. It was really nice. We were camping near this this lake, and there was a bike trail we could walk on for a bit that then took us to the Pacific Crest Trail, which is this long trail that goes all the way from, like, I'm pretty sure way down in, like, you know, Baja California, you know, that peninsula there, and then all the way up the West Coast through, you know, into California, into Oregon, Washington, all the way up to BC, and then I think, yeah, it just continues to hug the coast, you know, as it curves. I don't know how far it goes. I wonder at what point it stops, but yeah, it was damn, I need to be careful here. I'm getting my folks killed. Well, she's dead. I might be in trouble. How about use your most powerful magic right now? You know what? Hit Chrono with the full tonic. I want to make sure he doesn't die. Doo-doo-doo. Oh my god. Chrono, what do you got, buddy?
Asshole. You got that? You're an asshole.
Yeah, these guys are just tossing me around. The hexapods. Eating my lunch. Oh, that's not doing much damage. He's dead. Oops. Well, I saved a lot. We saved just before this. There we go. I think that's our second game over. This time you don't hear a Lavos. Sorry, guys.
Video game trauma.
All right. Well, let's prepare ourselves. I still never got everything equipped. before we went into that area, so let's try that again. Also, I think I went in... Yeah, it looks like Marl already was a bit nicked. She had some of her health off here. Alright, let's get you guys equipped. Bing bong doodle doddle dee. Ding dong dum da dee. Aeon Blade, Sarah Topper, the Meso Male. He's got the Rage Band right now, which lets him counterattack, which is really sweet. He actually does a lot of damage with that counterattack. Turns experience into gold. Okay, I don't want that right now. Max HP up by 50%. Oh, damn. Magic plus 6, strike plus 10, magic plus 2. What does strike do versus... Like, what exactly is the hit stat? Chrono Trigger. I'm looking it up. How often he crits? Hit is accuracy and affects the chances of an... I mean, okay, just accuracy. Well, that makes sense. Affects the chances of an attack landing or missing. Do 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 you do 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 do. The max HP up by 50%, speed plus 2, magic plus 6. Let's give, for now, let's give that magic plus 6 to Frog, because these guys are weak to water. I hate taking the hero medal off of you, buddy. Max HP up by 50%. What's the gold stud do? MPU's cut by 75%. Damn. Well, we have a lot of ethers. That of course was really good against a boss. What she got right now? Oh, I just tossed something on. That's right, the Black Rock. Invokes triple tech, Dark Eternal. Okay, here we go. I love just getting it, you know, getting into this game. It's fun. Alright, let's see. We're up against these creepy crawly guys in here. Honestly, let's cut your MP use and you can hit us with some Cure 2s. How's our... Okay, yeah, magic ring, like that. Lumen Robe, magic defense plus 5. Okay, hell yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're looking solid. I may have had something over these folks, some stuff here. Let's see, Power Scarf, Rock Helm. Okay, let's do it. Let me save here, or get a save in. Alright, let's try the Sunken Desert again. Maybe it's a little early for this part, but what the hell? Need you guys to get the heck out of here. One lapis, okay. Oh, that's just the exit right there. Alright, very cool. Good to know. So we're gonna fight little Crawly here. Crawly, text, palette swap. That's the word I'm going for. Water. Hit that guy with water. What can Marl do? She's probably gonna need to cure somebody pretty soon. There you go. All right, dispatch the toughest guy really quick. I like that. Nice. These guys aren't, they're no joke, though. I think we can... He needs water, too, desperately. Although I don't think these guys are weak to it. Hit. No, you can't do physical. They've got to... I guess you can. You just got to make sure you hit. Okay, what is this? Let's do, hit him with the S. Slash, right? Try that. Oh, God. Oh, is it Chrono that's about to die? Let's see. Whoops. Yeah. No, there we go. It can be tough to see sometimes. I know that it'll show, which one you're selecting, but sometimes I'm looking up at the characters there, in the cursor and stuff, and it's, that can get a little bit lost. So he's blinded. Yeah, let's hit these guys with some magic.
Something's wrong with the G diffuser.
Hit them with a little magic. Yes, I think we can. Okay, alright, let's heal up. Yeah, it seems like a lot of experience for this point. Yeah, this may be a little early for this, but whatever. I think maybe we can hang. Okay. Three of the big dudes. Nice long tongue there. The purple tongue. Okay, is there something I can hit all of them? Yeah, ice water. Is that gonna do the trick? Does work. Yeah, you should just hit a heal, huh? And, I think we'll have this guy out in a couple turns. Damn it, took Frog out, huh? Hey, welcome, Binary! Okay, that's it. Welcome, good evening. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Come on, where's my hellos? There it is.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count.
Cure 2. Alright, once again, she's learned Cure 2. In fact, why don't you put that to good use here, Marl? Nice. Okay. Alright, so far so good. We're looking okay. Alright, keep moving. This is kind of a tough room, huh? A lot of enemies just in this one big room here. Oh, well, happy birthday, Binary. Yeah. Wow, it feels like just the other day. Yeah, it feels like just yesterday you had mentioned it was coming up, and at that time I was like, oh, there's still a few weeks or something. Yeah. Yeah, happy belated birthday. Yeah. 1 second, let's see. That's actually very appropriate right now. Let's see. Let me make sure I don't die here. Pause. Do 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 do. Where's my Peach sound effects?
The power of the stars is restored to the castle. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mario. Dear Mario.
Back to the beginning. A little cake. It's funny because I remember seeing like the common like, man, you know, what's up with that? Like at the end, Mario just gets what he was always gonna get, the cake, you know, and it's like, I mean, Mario's that kind of guy though. Like it's more about the hell yeah, we killed Bowser. You know what? I'm hungry. I could go for some cake right now. You know, he's like, let's have that cake I was promised, you know? Honestly, if you know, we didn't hear those lines voiced. This is more, I guess, a little headcanon, but let's see. Come on, hit him with the old ice water. I should do that soon. You hang out for a second, Chrono. Defend. I mean, I guess you can attack. I just have to do a move with Marl and Frog. Is that right? Shit. We survive. That's gonna kill Marl, isn't it? Ah! These guys can just... Yeah. Oh, man. I gotta be wiser with my turns here, too. I think we're toast, because Chrono's one hit away. Yeah. Couldn't get anything off. That misses, but it's not. Alright, Frog, here you go, buddy. Oh shoot, what should he do? Probably not the move. I think we're kind of screwed anyway. Damn. Oh! Marl, here too. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna level up a little bit more before we do this area, I think. Maybe we don't have to hit this just yet, I suppose. We'll get a couple more levels in. Darn. Alright. It's funny. Okay. Yeah, sure. Sunken Desert, to be continued. I'm tucking tail on that one. Alright, where are we heading to? So, you know, I wanted to get to the bottom of Queen Zeal's deal. However, I don't know that we're going to get to that tonight because I realized that there are some really good side quests that we can knock out at this point. We just got our, the Epoch. We're able to fly around. Fly through space-time. Sadly, it doesn't have its wings yet, so we can't, you know, move it around the map. But we can go between time periods, which is really sweet. So I'm getting those sealed chests now. We have access to a bunch of stuff in this game. Now that we didn't have before. Yeah, cake became kind of a theme, didn't it, Binary? Yeah, a lot of cake.
Dear Mario.
Is it cake? Dear Mario, is it cake? Alright, well... there's one other... there's like one other thing we do here. We got the magic ring. Yeah, we're good. Okay, actually I'm gonna head to 1000 AD now. Let's do that. Where's a good place to do that? We're gonna go to 1000 AD. We're gonna pick up some of the other non-upgradable chests first. Hit those up. I think maybe our best bet actually is... Damn, so it's just crazy. Yeah, Magus and his troops had already made it all the way up to this point, you know, at which point we assist them. They're just about to take the bridge into Guardia here. And man, it's interesting. It's such a fascinating character. All right, I think we'll go through Truce Canyon and get ourselves over to 1000 AD by way of the end of time. Or wait, where does that... Hold on. Do we have to get back to our ship at this point? I don't think I can just get myself straight to the end of time. We'd have to go through this... Okay, well, I don't... Yeah, we'd have to go back through that gate, huh? Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Get inside the gate. Thanks for hanging, guys. I'm kind of tired. Again, got back from a camping trip not too long ago and still not sleeping well. I feel like we may... I was talking to my partner about it, you know, because there's, you know, different kind of campers and stuff, and quiet hours are supposed to start at 10. Now it's just my wife and I, so it's like we're really, to start with, we're not already like yelling and, you know, carrying on. We're not like blasting music. I had this little Bluetooth speaker that sounds, you know, pretty good when you're right up on it, but I would walk away from it to try to test it out, make sure I wasn't like, you know, bugging anybody too much or anything, trying to be a considerate neighbor. And yeah, it didn't have, I mean, like by the time I got to where to my car, let alone the next campsite, it was you already couldn't hear it, so I wasn't worried about that. But it's funny because the last night everybody around us like went to bed sooner, and they went to bed not too long after the quiet hours, and we still had our fire going and stuff, and like again, we're not, you know, we're pretty much whispering, but couldn't go to bed, you know. We had hiked, you know, got like a 9-mile hike in and stuff, but just, you know, I don't know, it's that kind of like you're tired but you still can't sleep and you've got a nice fire. And yeah, I was wondering if this is like the worst kind of camp neighbor. They don't go to bed till like 1 or later, and they're not like partying, you know, they're not like blasting the music from the speaker and woo, you know, general recreation noises. Instead, it's like hours into the night of like they're creeping a bit, the occasional setting something up, or, you know, right, moving something, putting out a fire, you know, walking a little bit here, being up long enough to have to go to the bathroom a couple times, so having to walk past, you know, the other sites. And I almost wondered if that's like worse than the, like, yeah, would you rather, yeah, could that somehow be even worse than like someone making, like a group making like predictable sort of party noise, you know, versus the occasional scrape or footsteps in the night. All right, here we are, end of time. We're gonna go to I think we want to hit up 1000 AD. Yeah. Heckran Cave.
Here we go!
Binary said, just got home myself. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's up to you, you know? Yeah, sometimes getting that rest in is really nice, you know? I know, there are times when I maybe pushed it into a stream that I have regretted it, you know? And other times that I started one when I was already feeling kind of tired and then ended up actually kind of getting a second win, you know? But yeah, your situation's unique, so... Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you'll be streaming quite late too, I've noticed, you know, so I know if you can't sleep or something, sometimes it's, you know, good to do something with that energy rather than just lay there in bed and keep looking at the clock, you know. Gee, I hope I go to bed.
Game over.
Oh yeah, let's hit the Hekran Cave, right? Is that I don't remember where that is. Down? Down, Chrono. And here it is. The Hell Ran. Wow. I think there's a chest in here somewhere. Field chest. Drink from the fountain. Where are we going here, fellas? I think I do remember a sealed chest around here, yeah. I don't remember where it is. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you gotta get those streams in when you can, so yeah. It's good that you, despite all that, can still kick one off. Here we are. We're hitting 1000 AD. I want to make sure I'm not getting one we don't want to get here, but yeah, non-upgradable pair of items found together within a single chest in the Hekran Cave. There you go. One wall ring and a dash ring. Huh? There's something else in here. Bonus item.
Okie dokie. Mamma mia.
What in the world? Got a dash ring. Yippee! I like that. That's. I think you also hear that sound during the like Norman Beckler game or whatever. Hey, welcome, Bit Shifter. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Yeah, welcome. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, Binary. Yeah, everybody, you know, everybody's circumstances are different, and yeah, there's not a one schedule that fits all, you know. All right, so that one's cleared. Let's keep moving. Keep it moving. So if you're wondering what I'm looking at, I haven't actually put this in the chat, but this is about the first time in this playthrough I've kind of leaned into a strategy guide a bit, and that's because there's these chests that are strewn throughout the game. All of these that we've seen, I think we've encountered before. We didn't have the ability to open them up until now, so some of these are non-upgradable. You can just, when you find them, you just collect them. There are other sealed chests that it's worthwhile getting them in the right order. And on a first playthrough, you probably wouldn't do that unless you're looking at a strategy guide. But I've played this game before. I am aware that there is some really sweet stuff in these chests, and that you do want to do this process to upgrade some of them. Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. There are some chests. We haven't gotten to these on the list yet, but there are some that you want to walk up to, and you know, you'll hit A or whatever. You know, confirm. Sorry, you're not saying yes, but it'll ask you like, you know, do you want to open the chest or something along those lines, or you know, the magic reacted or whatever. Do you want to open the chest? And you say no, and then basically go to a later time period, and that chest will be available. This time upgraded. So I guess you know, you hitting it with the pendant and then letting it charge up for that time period. When you come back around, then yeah, it's upgraded and you get a better item. So yeah, totally. Yeah, you got it, Bit Shifter. I had forgotten it. So I had forgotten that you have to do that step of like, you know, let's say touching the chest first or whatever, you know, activating it and then coming back. Because I was thinking about the like Black Omen. Because, you know, I've played this game through maybe 4 times or something. A buddy of mine lent it to me back in 8th grade. He had the SNES card, and it just blew my mind. It was one of those first RPGs I played, other than like Pokemon. And I just had a blast with it. Yeah. Having gone through the game and tried to make all my own decisions that first playthrough, yeah, you know, I know there's some stuff I want to catch this time around, only, you know, this is one of my favorite games, but you know, I've only been through it a few times, but it's so good, you know. And I get something different out of it each time. I think especially since I put a good gap in it. I had like, I saw some like Google photo that I last played this game with my wife. She hadn't played it before, so we were going through it together, and it said 12 years ago, and I was playing it on the Wii at the time. Oh, time. This song too, man. It's good stuff. So moving.
Time.
Yeah, thanks, Binary. Yeah. Yeah, try it. Yeah, try. I think it's worth playing the Super NES version sometime, Binary, or I've heard the DS version is good as well. But yeah. I'd say, yeah, you know, give those a shot because it's a great game and yeah, definitely worth experiencing, you know. Yeah, 'cause I'm with you too. I've got that Super Famicom. Where is it? I usually have it up. I guess I just put it back on the shelf, but yeah. I love showing off those boxes. It just got FF5 and 6, and then Chrono Trigger, and then I bought Dragon Quest V. I think that was all I got during that trip to Japan. Many years ago. Like 2006. Heckran Cave's done. Sorry, what's my next one? I'm just going down memory lane. Single sealed chest with a power ring in the Guardia Forest. The problem is, at this point in the game, the path is sealed up, so you can only reach it by going through the time portal, which leads there. If you went through the portal earlier and connected to the end of time, great. Otherwise, head through 2300 until you reach the Bangor Dome, and you'll open the way to Guardia Force. Wait, did we do that power ring one? I think we did. I think I would have passed. Let's see. Did I get this one? We spent some time earlier in... Wait, we can get to Guardia Forest, I guess, right? Hold on. I'm confused. Bitshifter said, Secret of Mana FF6 and Chrono Trigger on the SNES for my champ. Oh, very cool. Oh, you know, Secret of Mana looks so interesting to me. I was actually, I have it here on the SNES Mini. And, you know, it'll play those little demos at the beginning. And I've only played like a few minutes of that game. That's one that I've always wanted to get around to, but it looks so cool. And yeah, FF5 and 6 just, you know, blew my mind. Well, I really, I never beat 5. I enjoyed what I played of it, but I tried it a couple times and ended up, at a certain point, I think I just had other games going and kind of walked away, you know? Yeah. Woo. Yeah, it was a pricey game. Oh, that's right. We can't just get over to the other continent that easily, huh? I forgot about that. Hold on. Let me read what this is saying. Let me actually focus. Problem is, at this point in the game, the path is sealed up. You can only reach it by going through the time portal which leads there. Connect to the end of time. Great. I think we may have... So there's a Guardia Forest 1000 AD. Okay, well, we may have to go back to 2300 AD to make this one work. Let's see what's up. I know you have it. I'm telling you, you should play the. You should treat yourself to playing the SNES version as well. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get Chrono back here. Elder's house. No, not Elder's house. I don't want to talk to Ozzy the whatever. Yeah, that exactly. Well, you know, from this point, so we went to Heckran Cave, right? And then, yeah, where's that cabinet? It's here, right? The residence? There it is. Yeah, our friendly mystics here. Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough one to get. It's quite an expensive cartridge. It's one of the few games I downloaded for the Virtual Console as well. You know, great deal on that. I think those games were like $5 or $6. I want to say 10. I think 64 games were like $10 or something, man. So thankfully I have it. I can play it that. Well, that's cool. Yeah, those pixel remasters look interesting. I haven't played any of them. Yeah, we have that one. Guardia Forest, 1000 AD. Time travel. Do. This is the one, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's just on the other side of the, I don't think that there's like an upgradable one here. Just want to make sure I'm not going to miss one of these upgradables. I think we're solid. Yeah. Hit it. There's our power ring. Very cool. All right, now I think that... Did I ever put that in the chat? Ever put our source here? Again, yeah, pulling up this strategy guide to get this section done here, helping me get through it. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Binary. Yeah, that I know that's a bummer, and I know that can really sideline, because yeah, when those are not working, yeah, you're pretty much sidelined. Oh, I need to be a little careful about saving too, in case we open up a wrong chest. I think now we're moving on to the sealed doors in the future. No, sorry. Still non-upgradable here. There's actually still one in Medina Village. Let's get back there. I'm jumping the gun. Do. I'm really enjoying the story this time around. I think I'm picking up on parts of it that I never did before. I'm also doing a little bit of reading outside the streams too, just to firm up some of it. I had done that before I started the game, just like I just kind of wanted a refresher on like what is the nature of Lavos, right? Like I couldn't quite remember. You know, I knew that there was that story as well of like humans having evolved alongside Lavos, and it both absorbing our DNA and directing it, and it's just it's such a crazy. Certain aspects of the time travel I was definitely rusty on, and like, you know, I remember like being really curious, like I couldn't remember. Why is Magus up to what he's up to? I remembered the basics of it. I knew that who he was from, you know, Zeal and all that. And yeah, it's just so good. Yeah, and it's a game that, of course, rewards you for multiple playthroughs, both like with, I mean, chance to get maybe missed items, a bunch of really cool stuff in a new game plus as well. And then of course just having all those endings, you know. And a storyline that is it gets a little crazy at points, gets a little complex, and sometimes a couple runs through it can really help you get it. And of course the story continues to develop as you find different points of the game at which to defeat Lavos. Your kind of understanding of the timeline, you know, kind of firms up with multiple playthroughs. I love this music. No. The seal has been broken. Is that this news voice? The seal has been broken. I will give you the treasure of the Guru of Reason. To the right is a weapon which increases strength. To the left is protective gear, which will guard your life. Oh, I remember this. So it's like prism, right? Prism helms. You can go defensive and like get multiple of those, I think, or and the one big offensive. Let's see. Chest to the right is the Swallow, a sword for Chrono that is better than any weapon you'll find until you get the epoch, which we have, or the epoch. In my brain wants to freeze up whenever I see that, but yeah. In the time egg, which we have the time egg. The chest to the left is the safe helm, which cuts physical damage by 1/3. Only the prison helm and the legendary Aussie pants provide more defense. So prism helm is later. Safe helm is recommended. If you choose the Swallow, you can still charm a safe helm later from the Lavos spawn in the Black Omen. Okay. I usually go that's what they say, Bit Shifter, but they also say it backwards too, you know. They also say the reverse. A good defense is a good is the best. I don't know, or maybe it's defense wins championships. I don't know. Where's those Nick Saban sound clips I've got? We need some hard-nosed coaching. Let's see. Where are you at? He's in here somewhere. No, well, I played him earlier. He'll just have to stay hidden for now. Damn it.
I appreciate your opinion.
Let's see.
You guys can see better where you watch the game from than I can see where I watch the game from.
Okay. There is no right answer. I love these kind of decisions too, and I would dwell on them for a really long time. 13,000 years was a long time. Balthazar, I shall see you shortly. These new and Balthazar. So yeah, I think, you know what? I think I'm gonna go... I think I will go defense, especially since we just croaked a couple of times. I'm gonna be a wuss. I'm going defense. Got my safe helm.
I'm Ben from Triple Jump. Video games, remade or not, are supposed to be, you know, good.
There we go. I like how the other one just disappears. Professor Oak shows up, you know. Select one of these. Also, that makes me think of Link's Awakening DX. You know, whenever the Game Boy Color version of that game was released. Great way to play the game, you know, and get the color upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, there was one in there that was a little bit game-changing. Maybe, I think a little bit could be underselling it. Potentially game-changing, because, yeah, it was like, you could get one of two tunics, right? There was like a red or a blue one, and...
Yeah, let's keep this Parvinator.
Hey, Rhizone. Hey, man, thanks for the sub, buddy. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, maybe the red one, I think is offense, and it makes you deal double damage, I think, right? I think that's the case. And then the other one, or at least like increased damage, 1.5 or something. And then the other one, you know, decreases the damage that you take. So every hit, I believe, is maybe even cut in half. Pretty significant. But yeah. I wonder, you know, I've only played through the game via the DX version, so I don't know, maybe that's kind of a crutch to lean on there. Okay, let me get back to this list. Sorry, one second.
I'd like for the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Back to the list, back to the list. I think we're done here in 1000 AD, actually. Sealed doors in 2300 AD, the future. Okay, but I think we've done those. Take the transport to Bangor Dome. We get a charm top, which we have. Yeah, we have the full ether wallet and charm top. We've got that magic tab, gold stud, full ether. And we did go in and get the gold earring. Those are done. We're moving on to the upgradable ones now. First interact with the chest in 600 AD. Okay. All right, so we're going to head to 600 AD first to Pore, the village of Pore. We da do da dee. That's a Pore. Rhizone, hey buddy. Winsley. Absolutely. Boom. Trying to get to particular sound effect here. Jeez.
This is where the fun begins.
Well, that one too. That's nice. Do 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 weep up.
Time has come. Should you lip sync for your life?
This Wednesday signify the time someone married the first Nintendo console. How so? Rhizome, what are you on about? No, just kidding, but yeah. Help me out. You've got a good pun cooking here, and I think I'm not smelling what you're cooking. Oh, okay, right. You see, I'm just too Famicom brain to get that joke, you know. Sorry. Yeah. Will this get us there easily? I think there's a couple with. That's hilarious, Rhizone. I like that. Oh, where's the applause? Give me the good stuff here. Boop, bop, bop, bum. You got it. Absolutely. I guess also, you know, some people do say NES. I've never been a NES or SNES sayer. I don't really... It doesn't work for me. I just like NES and Super NES. As a kid, it was regular Nintendo and then Super Nintendo, you know. Or you just Nintendo, and then once Super came out, then the old one became regular Nintendo. And I've talked to a lot of other people who remember calling it regular Nintendo as well. You know, just a regular Nintendo. We need to go to Porre and talk to the elder. Or at least to his house. I'm using a strategy guide. Alright, here we go. Elder's house. Using a strategy guide. Don't tan my hide. I just want the best of items. That doesn't work. Peace at last. Thanks for the... Hurrah for the hero. Hurrah for Guardia. Hey, you guys got any sealed chests up in here? Ding dong. Oh, shoot. Are some of these the ones that, like... Is it possible I've already, like, screwed this up or something? Non-upgrade... Hold on. Two sealed chests. Elder's house in the village of Porre in 600 AD. There are two sealed chests. I've been duped. What am I missing here? Maybe I'm not in Porre. Where's Porre? Is it all the way down here? I don't know my towns. Do. Ta-ta. Elder. Excuse me. I think I was barking up the wrong elder. Ryzen said, my brother likes to say NES and SNES, or, sorry, you're saying the, as in, like, NES and SNES versus, like, yeah, the acronym. Yeah. I mean, you know, of course it's a little bit easier. NES, SNES, yeah. Oh, that Tata. He's just too lovable. Oh, Tata, he just lied to us all. So apparently we don't want to actually get these. We want to... Well, there's no apparently about this. I had to remind myself of it, but there's a little trick here where if you get these items, like we could go and open them up right now. What we actually want to do is charge them, get them in a later period. They'll still be here. So we're going to walk up to them, activate them. I was going to ask, do you want to remove the object? We're going to say no. No. All right, these are officially charged. Now, if we go to 1000 AD, if you go to 1000 AD, it should be ready. It should be good to go. We should have better items. Bing bong doodle doddle dee to the Truce Cafe. Dot doo 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 doo. Welcome back, Binary. Binary's back at a 1 right now. Absolutely, it's great music, Rhizome. The Dorito in. All right, let's see, where are we going? This stream brought to you by Doritos. Truce in. That's up here. Is it not? Do 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 do. Ness and SNES. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really... I mean, people can, of course, call things whatever they want to, but it sounds strange to me. I've never been a huge fan. It is fast saying just NES or SNES, but I was honestly like a bit surprised hearing people, you know, because I missed a lot of video game media. I just totally missed the YouTube era kicking off in terms of like video game content that was on YouTube, other than maybe like the occasional game trailer or something. And so I'm not seeing any of this. I'm not hearing any, I'm not watching any retrospectives or hearing anyone talk about a NES or Super NES. This is funny. She came in after we were like sort of loitering for a bit, and she came in. That's a cool little detail here. Comes in to make the beds. Oh, very cool. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey, sometimes a birthday comes at a very strategic time, you know? That's great, Rhizome. Again, happy birthday. All right. This box has been in the family for generations. Open it and you may have what's inside. We don't want to open it, though. Hand off. No. There we go. $600 AD, we're going to go to Guardia Castle. Oh, I have to get another break in soon, and then maybe I can play another 30. You know what? Let's do that now. Let me get that knocked out quickly, all right? I want us to be able to play a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, birthdays. A whole bunch of birthdays around here. Yeah, happy birthday, Rhizome. Coming up soon. All right, I'm tired, but I want to stream a little bit longer. If I have to do this, so be it. I'll let one of you guys take over via remote. I think we have the technology, right? All right, so here's the deal. I lied. Streaming is fun. No lie there. I lied. I thought we were going to be figuring out what the deal with Queen Zeal is, but tonight I don't think we're going to uncover the real Queen Zeal deal. So sorry about that. Instead, we're going to do side quests, and that'll probably get us through the rest of our time here. And then I'll put this thumbnail to the proper use the next time we play this game. All right.
Give me a hell yeah!
All right. Well, I'm going to take a little break. I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you so much for hanging. There's a lot of folks watching. Thanks. I appreciate it. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're enjoying it. BRB. Give me just a few minutes. Hey, I swear that there are other songs in the game, but damn, when that one's that good, it's hard to explore the others. Shit, what can you do? Let's get back into the game. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello.
Okie dokie.
All right, so we're getting back in. I thought we would be trying to figure out the Queen Zeal's real deal. However, I think we're just going to be doing side quests today, which is all good and well, you know. Get set up for some of the hardest portions of the game on like a first playthrough. I don't know. Good stuff. So we're getting these chests. The last one we got was Truce Inn, right? We went to Truce Inn. Yeah, we're just activating right now. So we're going to Guardia Castle. Kind of first time this playthrough I want to lean on a strategy guide just because I know that this stuff is awesome, you know. The upgraded chests. Oh yeah, let me catch up with the chat. Sorry. I've seen some good stuff here. Binary's trying to save Dad on shipping. Nice. Yeah, right? It's always nice if someone has to buy something online, you know. But I'm make it easy. Facilitate. Ryzen said, I may have mentioned it before. Oh, I saw this, yeah. Super Mario RPG is a mess on Twitch Plays. I imagine. So you only had 2 people playing, and even with just 2 people, Twitch plays Super Mario RPG. Total bust? Is that what you're telling me? Total bust?
Video game trauma.
Zombie, welcome, buddy. Good to see you, man. Welcome. I just got back from a camping trip, and I'm very thankful I'm not sleeping on the ground, but I'm still really tired. And, yeah, it's, you know, stuff's starting to get weird. I haven't slept that well in a few nights, but it's okay. We're pushing through it. Maybe this is how a zombie feels. I don't know. You're not, yeah, I know you're not a one-note zombie, though. You have a full emotional range, and you know, yeah. It was a good time. The camping was really fun. We got a really good hike in, which was great, just because I'm going kind of stir crazy, because I haven't been able to run in a while, thanks to a busted up ankle. And that was I used to, you know, do a lot of long distance running, and I haven't done it in the last several months because I just kept re-aggravating this ankle just in the day-to-day. There's just some sealed chests. I think we need to go up for them. Yeah, we were seeing these early in the game. May 25th, Star Wars is... Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, when is the... Isn't episode 3 gonna be... Maybe it's like right now. It's doing like a limited release. In the States, at least. Well, I guess I could see it tonight. Is that right? Is that what I'm seeing? Tomorrow? Okay. When does it start? I knew it was supposed to be like around this time. They were going to do like a limited release on it. Shit, I might actually do that. I don't know. That'd be fun. One of the night shows or something. How are you, Zombie? Hope you're good, buddy. Yeah, I think I had like a high ankle sprain, you know, which like I know from limited you know, sports experience and you know, playing the occasional sports game, it's a shit injury, you know, because it's like they can sometimes take a long time to heal and they can re-aggravate really easily. And yeah. Oh well. Alright, I guess I'll get us some chests here. Oh, bad heartburn. Oh man. Too much onion in the ramen. Was that your doing? Well, or like the meal that at least you were part of cooking. I don't want to like single anyone out here, but versus like you went to eat somewhere else, you know, or got some takeout, I guess is what I'm asking. Hey, it's still sensitive around here. Okay, cool, yeah. Ordered in. That's interesting. What's up with this chest, though? I'm gonna dive into this strat guide here. 1 second. I'll come back to chat. Let's see. Select to the throne room and up the stairs on the left side. Wait. Through the throne room. That's where we were, right? Up the door on the left side. Okay. Yeah. So select the chest and decline to open it. Okay. I didn't see a sealed one, though. I'm confused. Are these the chests? I don't know. Maybe I'm not. So I saved these earlier because I wondered if they were important, but those aren't showing as sealed, huh? That's it. That's the one. No. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's interesting too, you know, I think I can get these actually, because I saved these, but it's only those sealed ones, I think, that you know, of course, you need to open in the proper order. I think we can just get this puppy. Pretty sure. Whatever, at this point it probably sucks. I'm leaving it. Bye-bye. Yeah, sorry about that heartburn. That stinks. You know, and it makes me think, too, like, I went to this Japanese restaurant one time that had this whole placard about, like, how a lot of their dishes weren't using a lot of, like, the particular, I guess, Japanese that they were going for was one that, like, I guess they mentioned something about, like, you know, particular, like, sects of Zen that had, or, you know, Zen and other forms of Buddhism within Japan that had, like, sort of taboos about onions and others as, like, kind of being too, like, passion-giving, like, too, you know, eating spicy foods, like, there were a few foods that were kind of listed and were sometimes not used in certain Japanese food prepared with that in mind. And I have no idea, like, how wide a thing that would be, but it talked about how, like, although a lot of, like, modern Japanese, you know, restaurants would use that stuff. And like I said, it included some stuff like just onions, you know, that, and there was another garlic was mentioned as well. So I guess, like, yeah, I thought that was an interesting thing. The place was still really good. They made that, still had, you know, spice and other things, but yeah, I think that, yeah. Yeah, just one time. So we were on vacation for that one, I think. But yeah, no garlic, no onions. But yeah, of course, you know, and it said, like, of course, all this stuff is used all the time now. But, like, I guess, yeah, it's, or, you know, in, like, most modern cuisine. Okay. Did I go with the right side? I really like spicy food, too, man. Yeah. Spicy man. You talking about Reynolds?
Video game trauma.
But Reynolds.
The pounding.
Yeah. Totally, yeah. I hear you, yeah. I feel for you. Yeah, I don't get heartburn that often, or, you know, acid reflux. That being said, I have a little right now. I'm like, ugh. I've been kind of sick too. Had the sort of post-nasal thing kicking off, so. Forevermore. Where's that other chest? Is there a second? Bing, bong, boom, bong. There's not, I don't think. Okay, well then that's it. We went to the Truce Inn. That's done. Okay, and then we have some accessible with our ship. Okay. Can't do those yet. We got to do a frog side quest. So I don't know. Trying to remember what that is, but I've forgotten. All of these, pretty much all these guys get a, you know, side quest during this, you know, kind of between now and towards the point where you can beat the game with the entire crew. Yeah. No, sorry, zombie. That sucks. Yeah. Frog quest, Lord. I think there's some. That's the bad blood with Magus. Is that right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Thanks for hanging, guys. I'm getting a bit tired, but I'm gonna keep it rolling for just a little bit longer. I think at this point I can warp us to the end of time, and we can start opening these things. Get some pretty sweet items. Sorry, Zeal. We're not gonna figure out what your deal is. Let's see. Isn't there a portal? Maybe we just have to go back to the Truce Canyon. Yeah. Yeah, my wife gets it. She gets heartburn quite often, and yeah, it sucks. And it seems like it, you know, it totally sometimes, you know, it will be a cumulative thing of like a beer one day, spicy food, you know, maybe that evening, into something else that next day, and then it's too much. But it's like, you know, it's like, you know, it's sort of an inflammatory thing that can kind of be kept down with a lot of care, but it's just hard. And, you know, all the, and also you don't always know when it's going to hit. And when it's bad, it can just be something simple like tomato, you know. She really likes spicy stuff too. So it sucks that like if your acid reflux is kicking in, it's something just like tomato soup could be like, oh no, you know, that's, or just, yeah, just having a few strong flavors, you know, sort of do. Some stuff I wouldn't even think about. Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah. We're there. Yeah. Pizza for dinner. We got back from camping and did, you know, it's funny because she had a birthday recently, so someone had sent us a little bit of dough, and we were like, man, we are, you know, some family had sent some money. We were just like, oh God, we're wiped. Like, we're getting the takeout, or actually got delivery this time, and got a delivery pizza. We stretched, it was a very large pizza, and then we got the, you know, it's all plant-based, but we got the wings and the cheesy bread too, and we're working on night 3 of that, so we managed to spread that out because we're just wiped out, and you know, we still need to go to the grocery store. We have some stuff here, but like next time we want to, you know, we want to cook tomorrow, but like honestly, we've both been working a lot. It's time to just got back from camping right into work, so it's like, yeah, feels good to Finish that pizza. It's good stuff, too. I think I'll be tired of it after tonight, though, yeah. Too much of a good thing. That's funny, Rhizone. Yeah. That's a good place to be, you know? Do, 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 do. Ooh, bum, bum. We'll play a little bit more. I need to go get these items, I guess. Let's finish some of the loot, at least, of going to collect on these items. Alright, let's wet our whistles. Oh, binary. I see. Nice. Yeah, very... Yeah. It's interesting. There is a good age range that shows up around here, and I appreciate that. Retro gamers, absolutely. I do suit things 18 and up, but honestly, at that point, all are welcome, you know? But yeah. I try to do a stream that is, you know, geared more for that, and I don't think it would really appeal to people younger than that. And I don't really want... I just prefer that it be adults, you know? I want to make this show for adults and, you know, to be appreciated by adults. Yeah. Gonna do another save. Gonna do another save. Yes, I know. Yeah, zombie. It's interesting. And that's why I love asking. I love asking people like when they came to some of these games, and you know, it's interesting. Like my niece and nephews, they're all in. You know, a lot of them play games, and a couple of them are really into retro games, and probably play about maybe 50-50 retro modern. You know, just a pretty good ratio. And one of my nephews was trying to talk me out of my Game Boy Advance here. My GBA SP. I told that kid, I know what I got, son. You know, don't ask me again. I love you, kid. But we gave him a 3DS, like an early model 3DS that we had. But yeah, I was like, I can't give you the GBA. I said I remember flipping the freak out when I saw the DKC2 commercial. Oh, yeah, man. It was big because the first game was already so hugely hyped. The Silicon graphics, or you know, that like 3D style, like Rare really was kicking into gear. Nintendo's putting a lot behind it, you know. And so that's DKC 1, and then that comes out, and of course it ends up like living up to the hype. It's awesome. DKC 2 comes out, and after having played all the way through it somewhat recently for the first time, playing more than just a couple hours, you know, into it, first time going all the way through, I gotta say it's like better than the first game in pretty much every way. And yeah, so it came with a lot of hype. I started getting Nintendo Power around the time DKC 3 came out, and that was one of the first covers. It has, what's his face? Kiddy Kong? No, that's not right, is it? The big child. The big Kid Kong in pajamas. Is it Kiddy Kong? I don't know. I'm just... Man. Okay. Okay. It felt... I was like, that does not sound right. Alright. Kiddy Kong. you know, it's got Dixie and Kitty Kong, and it had them like in the raft. And it was that was like one of those first Nintendo Powers that I remember. That I remember like having a subscription to. Prior to that, I had gotten. I remember like every now and then I could, you know, like talk mom into one or something. But I eventually got like a dirt cheap subscription or something. I think through a school program. And it was like, I can't afford not to get Nintendo Power, you know? Jeez.
Give me a hell yeah!
I want to play it. I've only like played a little bit of that game, you know, maybe half hour, something like that. It looks really interesting. I'm kind of fascinated by the way that it seems like you use the map a lot more, you know? Sorry, I'd missed this earlier. Binary said Ben, the strong man in the family. Thanks, bud. I'm trying to raise these kids, raise them retro, you know?
Give me a hell yeah!
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. All right, I'll sell something to you. Moved it to my fave of the trilogy. Took so many ideas from the first two and still brought in several great new ones. I'm looking forward to it. I wonder too if people had DKC fatigue. I know at that point, like I played so much of Donkey Kong Country, but I didn't own a Super NES. I did have a friend or two that had DKC too, and I would get to play a little bit. Like I remember some of the beginning of the game, and then I remember some of like the Crimland area, you know, which is so fun. The little like crazy Crimland, the theme park, the roller coaster and stuff. And a great portion of the game, you know, that really like stuck in my mind, and I always wanted to go through and have that game and play through it, you know, and I didn't get a chance to do that until recently. And we have Super Donkey Kong 3 for I would grab it. I have the cart down there. And we're gonna get around to that at some point, but yeah, that'll be fun. I am tired. Come on, Mario, say the line.
I'm tired. So long, Bowser.
Okay, maybe I'll do a thing or two, and then I should probably wrap this up. It wasn't the Medina Inn, it was... Yeah, it seems like a lot of people prefer to. But it does make me wonder. It also came out at the end of the Super NES, right? It was a really late, quite a late game for the system. We weren't doing anything in the Aussies house, but can I get to the other portions of the... Wait, I needed to come in through the other gate, didn't I? Silly me. This one is already done, I think. Yeah. Got our helm. Somebody said, am I hearing everything twice? Oh, I hope not. That's possible. This, well, you know, this song, of course, would be really crazy, but yeah. It already sounds a bit, you know, got those arpeggi to, okay, yeah, sometimes that'll do it. Yeah, an F5 or closing the browser. That's funny.
Mamma mia.
Sounds like a nightmare. Do. Twice the voice?
Good. Twice the pride, double the fall.
Ooh. Let's go back to the end of time. I'm such a distracto right now. Let's hit this. Mr. Distracto.
Thanks for coming out, guys. This rocks. A Wednesday, huh? Yeah, none of you motherfuckers have responsibilities, I'm guessing.
Thirsty man. Alright. We want to go to Druce Canyon? Or whatever it is. 1,000. Nope. Thank you. Lean Square.
Hello.
Won't that work? Can't we do that? Do 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 do. Hey. Hit the bell. Rhizome, what are these song lyrics from? Pretty soon we'll find ourselves here at the tent of Norman Beckler. I think that's it. Isn't that the name? Something like Norman Beckler or maybe there's a Finkel something. I don't know. Good God! All right, where do we want to go? Okay, well, I know that there's some here in the up in the castle. Let me go there. There's one in the inn as well, I believe. Oh, a ring-a-ding.
Hello.
Oh, that's funny. Mystery solved. Yeah, that's funny. Rhizome, that's a band that that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
This is where the fun begins.
Let's hit him with the ice too. Do what you do. Take him out quick.
Today, I want to do something a little bit different.
Yeah. I thought we'd be figuring out Queen Zeal's real deal, but instead we'll have to do that stuff later. So at this point we just got the we just got our ship, which I named during my first playthrough after my 8th grade crush. So in honor of that first playthrough, but we can now sail through time aboard the Jackie. And we can use that now to go between those eras. Our next stop should be Zeal. I think at this point you get some more exposition about how they're going to move down to the Ocean Palace, but not just, I think there's still some stuff to do up in Zeal. Like we're going to fight Dalton and some other things, I believe. I don't remember. I don't know. But, that's like the next big story thing. I've actually forgotten about this. Oh, child, it's ancient history now. Tell me more. This may be difficult. Well, Queen Eliza's condition suddenly changed for the worst. She desperately wanted to see the king one last time, but he couldn't find the time to drop by. Oh, wow. Said he had some work to do. But knowing nothing about death, you waited faithfully by your mother's side.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Eliza passed away in sorrow. It's as if the king indirectly killed her. Such a shame.
Oh!
What? She's like, wait, what?
Nani?
Father killed my mother?
Whoa!
I don't know if we can trust this chancellor. He comes from a long line of bad dudes. But what do I know? They were all chancellors, apparently. But what do I know? There are reasons for everything, right, dear? There's a reason for everything. Now, so glad to see you back again.
Hello there.
Please go and visit the king.
Hello.
Oh, so is that Marl's side quest? Since it is our 1000th anniversary, the king has, for the time being, ordered probation for Chrono. Oh, thank you. I don't think we've taken any of these tabs here. I don't know if that would show up if we're on color code here. Chrono's on probation. I don't know. Specchio put something in our drink. I've got a prescription from the Master of War. At the end of time. You gotta believe me. Ding, 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 ding. Someone stepped on a crack. Oh no. I'm your lawyer, Pierre. The king has been so gloomy since Princess Nadia's disappearance. Listening to my story, he has concluded that it was not a kidnapping. It's taken time, but I think he understands. Still, the Chancellor's acting weird. He may give us some trouble. Now, Pierre sprang us. Well, tried to, at least. They ended up locking us up anyway. It's a sham. Due process denied. There's a lot of that right now. We won. The whole jury was on our side. Alright, we're looking... I gotta get to the throne room, huh? Is that the deal? And then beyond. Sorry, King. I've got some boxes to open. Bum, 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 bum. I gotta figure out what these are. I think now I can open this. Yeah, level up for the red vest. I think so. I think that's red vest and red mail are really big. I think that's fire reduction. Is that what that is? It was something pretty sweet. Not a red mail, yeah. Absorbs fire hits. Oh, big. That's huge. Yeah. So we just get the HP back if someone hits us with a fire thing. The chance he may win. They have a habit of that, Rhizone. These chancellors, you know. Very sweet. We got some awesome equipment. You know, you're seeing these throughout the game. Every one of these we've seen. You can't open them until this point, and to get the best results, you want to open them in the proper order. Activating them in 600 AD, coming back to 1000. Opening them, not actually opening it until you go to 1000 AD after first activating that chest. Declining to open it, time traveling to 1000, and then getting your upgraded reward. But on a first playthrough, of course, you don't know this stuff, so. That was the only one, I think, right? I think it was just that one. Hello. That's so cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
This game is definitely, you know, I think it really benefits from, you know, it is a 1995 product. Late SNES. And I really enjoy the combat style of being able to, well, you know, it's not purely random battles. Those are gone. There are some forced battles if you're traveling between areas. Many of those battles can be skipped. And especially when you're doing backtracking, I think that's just it's a big quality of life upgrade. I don't mind old school turn-based stuff. I love a good Dragon Quest. Working on beating DQ3 right now, like playing the Super NES remake of it. Almost done. I love that stuff, you know. I will say, at a certain point, you know, you're doing random battle number, whatever. Sometimes you start to lose your mind a bit, and although I can have a great amount of patience, I don't always have as much time to play games anymore, so I'll still play those the purely turn-based ones, but I am thankful when a game like this still has heavy RPG elements. It's what it is, but it allows you to some skipping of those battles. It allows you to live in some of these worlds a little bit more without just being penalized, you know? You can kind of move around a bit more freely, especially once you learn where the gaps are to avoid enemies, you know? I don't know if I want to deal with any of this right now. Alright, let's get like one more of these things and I think I'm going to wrap it up. I think that was the one at the end. The market. Oh, let's save before. Let me make sure I don't screw anything up. True sin. I don't think it was here. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay. It's already been charged up. Blue vest powers up. Heck yeah.
Oh, yes! 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 We got it, baby!
Sweet. That's done. Hey. Are you buying? Sure. Thanks, I'll play you a song. Thanks, lady. We've been hearing a lot of that song. I love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The graphics and sound just blew my fucking balls off.
Booyah.
Yeah!
Another item collected. There are yet more items for us to get. However, let's see. How quickly can that be done? I think not True Sin, maybe one of these others. There was an elder, right? Totally, Rhizone. It's funny, isn't it? Snail stop. Good old snail stop. Maybe it's these mayors. Yeah. I think that's the deal. Did I power these up? I'm questioning my life right now. Yes, we did. Black vests power up. Received black mail. Awesome. Got it. And what else? White vests power up. Received white mail. Hello. Everyone says Daddy's greedy. They're lying, right? Well, I just took 2 of Daddy's possessions here that, you know what, Daddy didn't have the capability to open, so I'm gonna help Daddy be less greedy. Okay? Because Daddy couldn't open and use those items. So Chrono here had to take them. So, let's just keep this, you know, but between us, right?
Video game trauma.
Okay, alright. The children are slipping away from us. It's so sad. I know, I saw one of them trying to pry open one of those sealed chests. Crazy. Maybe you can stop him you know, if you get up there in time, or Dad loves money more than you okay. Dad loves money more than he loves me. Sorry. I think we're done here. You know, these folks are all kind of mid-family freak out. Oh, I run this town. I'm so rich, I don't know what to do with it all. I'll give you 10G if you act like a chicken. You know what?
Wow, man, freaked out!
Do it. Ha ha ha. Man, he's loving that, huh? Hey, this guy's got too much money on his hands. He's walking around telling people like, hey, make like a chicken and I'll toss you 10 gold.
Nani?
He thinks it's real funny too, doesn't he? Jeez. Do 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 do. What a game. Do 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 do. Yeah, right. Bark. You guys tell me to bark like a dog, you know? You say jump, I say how high, you know? That's what it is. I don't want to be everybody's monkey.
Moldy mildew, mother of mouse musk!
Do do do. Do 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 do. Do the inn, maybe? Clap like a seal, bark like a dog. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, at a certain point, a lot of people are... See, I'll do those things of my own volition, you know? And not so much to, like, get a bit, you know? I'm not selling out, you know? If I'm barking like a seal, it's because I want to, you know? It's because I'm having my own dumb moment. I don't know, are there any other ones? What did I miss? Wasn't there like another elder somewhere? I don't know. 1000 AD there was... Okay, upgradable. Elder's House in Porre. Truce Inn. We just did that one, huh? Elder's House in Porre we did as well. White male, black male. Blue, did we get blue vest and stuff? Truce Inn? I don't know if we did the Truce Inn. Ding dong doo. Did we get the blue vest? Come on. I wanted to go all the way down. Oh, okay. I don't think we have the blue yet. Okay. So what did that say? That might have been at our inn here. Is that right? Chrono's home inn. Although, you know, he lives in this town, so he probably doesn't find himself here too often. No, we did this, didn't we? Wait, hold on. Did I misread that? I think I'm done. Truce Inn. Where is this one? Go to the Truce Inn and 1000 open it to get the blue mail. Did I do this one out of order, I wonder? There's supposed to be one in 1000 AD. I'm wondering if I screwed up and got it in 600. Like, I got the whole item, but that wouldn't make sense now, would it? Maybe I didn't activate it, or... I don't know. Oh wait, no, blue mail. What am I thinking? I see it there now. Mamma mia, I got that already. Jeez.
The Parvinator.
I think we're done. Blue mail, black, white, red. That's it, huh? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo-Doo. No. Now you can go... So now you can go back, right? And get the original thing. Is that how that works? I'm forgetting that. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, so wow, you have even another trip that you go back. Duh, I forgot about that mechanic. Okay. So at this point, we would go back to 600 AD and start getting the, pre-upgraded item, which I think are like the vest version of those colors: red, black, white, etc. Blue. I think that's the score. All right. Well, I should probably. I did want to wrap it up. Let me do that. I should probably wrap this up. I think next time we get back in, I'll have to finish this portion of it. Oh, hell. You know, we're like mid-side quest. Let me wrap this up. Oh, hell. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, can't stone cold when I want to, so...
Give me a hell yeah!
Roar like a lion and buzz like a bee. Hey, thanks, Nick. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, feeling a little bit better. Kind of tired, you know? Yeah, tired, but glad to be back and biting some heitakes. Just a, oh, hell. Or the hell?
Excellent!
Hope you're doing good, Nick. Welcome. Yeah, alright, so I'll just wrap this side quest up and get us the, like, 600 AD versions of these items. Oh, shoot. What do we need to do? Okay, yeah, that's blocked. So we can just hit end of time via the portal, huh? Gotta go back to the transporter. Heitake.
Oh frick, oh frick, oh frick, oh crap, oh crap.
That's the oh fricks. Of course that's Nick, but that's me trying to figure this side quest out. I'm glad that I did save. Not that I've screwed anything up. The only way I screwed up big time tonight, I think, so far, is trying to take on Fiona's side quest. And I got ripped up by those sandworms.
Into the future, ready or not.
Oh frick, it's Nick.
Some ladies!
Just hitting random stuff at this point. Hit the portal.
Donkey!
What's next? Heading to the Mystic Mountains. We are hitting up 600 AD to pick up the inferior version of the item, I guess. Is Truce Canyon the best? I suppose, yeah. Get us to 600 AD, please.
Here we go!
Yeah, we'll wrap up after this. Just gonna finish up this little side quest. Unfortunately, we'll have to figure out Queen Zeal's real deal the next time we play this game. I'm going to be playing on Friday, but we're going to do Mario 64. I've got the Japanese version of it. We're playing the Shindo pack version, which was this version released a year after the original. The original version came out in 96. This Shindo pack, this Rumble pack version came out in 97. And it's got some quirks to it, because it took a lot of the changes that were made for the North American release, put the Japanese script back in there, and then patched out a couple of things like the backwards long jump. And yeah, I'm kind of curious. I think that this is a pretty common cart. I got it as like a one of 19. That was this eBay lot. Then I've been doing a 19-part series on it. We're on number 19 at this point. We've been through them all. I didn't beat them all, but we did a couple of pretty big completions, like Donkey Kong 64. Playing that in the Japanese version was a trip and a spiritual journey of many months. Yeah. A trial. It's impressive, isn't it, Ryzen? They knew that it was a problem. I remember something early on in Nintendo Power saying, or maybe EGN, saying that, yeah, there are ways to get up that staircase before you should be able to, you know? It's crazy, isn't it? A blue vest. I don't know if that was in Nintendo Power and that early, but at some point I think it made it in there, but I don't know, maybe not. It was at least in some of those other mags, some of the third-party ones. Bing bong, doo-dee da doo-dee. Just do scat the whole thing. Doo-dee da. Go get the items now. You know just where and how. There we are.
Yeah, we're hearing that this is a big deal.
Guardia Castle. It's a pretty map in this game. Okay, alright, so before I screw this up, let's see. We're getting the inferior items of these. We've already unlocked the better one. I think it was on the left side here. Oh shit, I wonder if that's better later. Oh well, doesn't matter. One red vest. Got the upgraded items, so we're good there. Yeah. And I'm curious about the one, you know, I've wondered what was in there, but if it's better in 1000 AD. Just been a coward, haven't gotten it. I'm interested too to know like how common the Shindo pack version is, because like did that become the print moving forward in Japan for the 64? That's one thing I've been wanting to look into and I just keep forgetting in my free time. And you know, like was that the version they would use moving forward for, you know, 64 carts? And I don't know. That would explain why it ended up in that eBay bundle, or at least it being quite common, you know. Sometimes with those bigger bundles, you know, you're going to get like, I mean, and I did, most of the games were great, but of course I got like a lot of ones that are, you know, there's a ton of carts for those out there. They're quite common, and also most of them big titles, quite. I had the 3 Mario parties, Mario Kart, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Playing the Japanese version of Majora's Mask was a trip and was difficult. No owl statues for saving. You can only use them for warping. And dude, I never realized how much that would, especially just in terms of like timing, how much you want to do. And then having that ability to save in an owl statue and quit in the North American or other release version, you know, worldwide release. I didn't realize how much of a problem that would be, but it became such a stamina thing. Like, I have to do everything I need to do before this 3-day period ends, you know. I didn't realize like how there would just be a couple times that meant I'm going to be playing the game for a while when maybe before I would have given it a save and quit, you know. In the past, I didn't realize how much I was leaning on that save and quit. Yeah, sometimes sometimes the Japanese version's easier, sometimes it's way harder. It's gotcha. Mario, you know, big fan of Mario 3, and if playing the Japanese version will make you a better player, because you don't get that middle level. You get hit as one of those sort of best, you know, better, like Super Mario and Fire Mario, etc. All the big power-ups. You get hit with those, you go all the way down to small Mario. Really, no B button dash and interesting. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot of that one, but I should get around to it. Zombie said, I only had the Japanese Yoshi story. Yeah, that was one of the ones in the 19. Cute as hell, isn't it? The Yoshi story. I hadn't played it in so long, and that game was such a blast from the past for me, because like it was one of those games that, you know, you have like a season with it, and then you almost never pick it up again. And I didn't. Once I got it at some point during the GameCube era, I don't know what happened, if I sold my 64 or Mom got rid of it or what, but you know, and that was one of those games I was so into it for a summer. Yoshi's Story, and then, you know, beat all the like levels, you know, tried to get high scores and you know, open up each level, and then it's like I've never played it again, you know, until recently, which was nice. I think it's the other Elder we want to go to, right? All right, we're close to wrapping this up. Don't want to be reminded of this. Our failure from earlier tonight. It's kind of tough in there. I want to level up just a bit, maybe, before we do that side quest. Although we have much better equipment at this point. I bet, Binary, yeah. Totally. So we got the white and black vests, and then prior to that we got these, you know, the upgraded versions of them. So we did what we're supposed to do. It's a little, you know, it has you running back and forth a bit, but it's worth it. I think my first playthrough I didn't do this. I just got the, like, you know, the sort of, it's still good at that point. Oops. Still some of your best armor at that point, but yeah, just getting that first stage of it compared to getting the upgraded version, yeah, so much better. Yeah. Bink, bonk, doo 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 doo. I'm tired.
So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a buzz.
We're gonna save the game. Let's yeah, that's true. That's the version I've been playing the most of, Binary, lately, is Super Mario USA for Famicom. Actually, I have that one close by. Cute little pink cart. Getting green screened out, but... Yeah. Super Mario USA. I should grab Mario 64 since I'm about to show it off. Oh, jeez. Man, I'm sweating it up. I need more space back here. Jeez.
Frickin' what up, dude?
Very cool. It is, yeah. The Super Mario 2. Pink cart. The Famicom cart colors are just so... It's so cute. NES games just look so brutal sometimes. You know, it's the aesthetic I grew up with. I was playing the NES when I was like, you know, just 2 years old, and had a big sis that had it, and you know, I got to tag along and and mimic playing while she played, and so I could improve my skills. But yeah, I was on it early, but man, I just love the aesthetics of the Famicom, and it's all its different versions. That's Sweet Zombie, yeah. Someone at our school had a Pokemon Gold, and that blew me away. I remember like that being the coolest thing. Like, wait, what? You have the Japanese Gen 2 games? And of course they came out in Japan way before they made it to North America, let alone Europe. So, nice, man. You know, growing up, I grew up in just kind of small town outside of a small city in Alabama, and they were, you know, reading Nintendo Power, reading EGM and stuff, and having those guys like importing games and reviewing them and giving the heads up about stuff like Majora's Mask. I just remember being so into since there was a pretty good gap between the release of the Japanese and the US versions. You know, I just remember being so excited and learning a little bit about it, seeing those early pictures and thinking it looks so cool. Seeing Majora's Mask, seeing like young Link, seeing the Japanese characters, the buttons looked a little different. I noticed the different colors and kind of a matte texture on the buttons, and just like, oh, this game was, what? You can have these masks that transform you? You know, it seemed so exciting, man. And yeah, of course it lived up to the hype. Isn't that right, Navi? You wouldn't know, you were absent. We were looking for you the whole game.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Yeah, Binary's got some great stuff. If you know, over on Discord, a lot of stuff posted to the collections and acquisitions, and a lot of closed in box stuff. Yeah, beautiful Japanese box art, among others. Well, yeah, and I may have to get a different one too. You guys cannot. Sometimes the link has expired. Anybody ask for it, I'd be happy to go grab that. In fact, maybe I'll just do that right now. No. I'll ask. You know, I don't know. What's OPSEC? All right. Let me pause this. Actually, let's get a save in. I think that's it for the night, guys. Let's see who's streaming right now, because I need to wrap this thing up. Let's go here for just a bit. I'll bust that schedule out in just a bit. Anybody streaming? If not, we'll just wrap it up. Is there anyone in the world streaming right now? Metroid Hatchling is playing, and they're playing Elder Scrolls. Let's see if he's still at it, and then I think we can head over there if you'd be into that. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, Zombie, thank you, buddy. Yeah. Thank you guys for all hanging out. This has been super fun. Let me get to the schedule. Yeah, all right, there it is. Slow fade. All right. Welcome. Guys, I'm usually here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're just kind of in cruise control now that I'm back from that trip. So yeah, Chrono Trigger Monday and Wednesday. This Friday, we'll be playing Super Mario 64, bada bing, bada boom. The Shindo Pack version featuring a blue Bowser, apparently, thanks to our green screen. Good stuff.
But nobody could have expected what was
All right,
to
I'm
come.
going to get out of here. I'm going to play just a few sound effects as I get us rated over into Metroid Hatchlings. We're going to be doing some Elder Scrolls, so that'll be fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging. This has been great. This has been like a really fun welcome back. And again, if you haven't done so already, guys, do what you can to support the stream, following on Twitch, giving a subscription if you're over on YouTube, and just lurking, hanging out. It all helps. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you next time. Adios.
Playing my game.
Get ready.
Hi, my name is Gabe Newell, and I work at Valve.
Hey!
All right, let's wet our whistles.
But before you leave, I'd like you to step inside one more world.
This is a lot of fun, but what are the practical implications of what we're seeing here?
Good night, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Is that all, stranger?
I'm staying. I'm finishing my coffee. Hey, dude, don't go away, man.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
He's running. He's just hoofing it.
Time has come. Should you lip sync for your life?
Thank you for coming to the show tonight.